Hello everyone. Um, welcome to the channel. I never normally say, that, but yes, welcome to our channel. Our Soul Fam Wolf Pack. How have you found here? Are you a twin flame? If you're not, that's okay. I'm just trying to work out whether we're attracting people that are not on the twin flame path yet, because it doesn't ever seem to be the way. Like I said, I'm well aware that there will be some people subscribed. Just have a wee lurk at what I'm doing. Whether it's people that knew me, I don't know, from somewhere in my life at some point, or whether it's just people that have found me and they're not a twin flame, but they like what I do. I mean, it's all good, but it's just like I say, for some recurring time now, somewhat 8 years I think it's going on now. Yeah, basically the whole time I've had crystal clear visions, it's only ever twin flames that book with me. So, but yeah, I do say I do help others that aren't on that path. But yeah, it was interesting because, and as you can see that, so I absolutely love that because it doesn't happen too often. But I love when somebody new is guided to the chat. Well, just first of all, because we all love a bit of, you know what I mean? It's nice, eh? When someone new comes in, it's like, oh, who are you? And it's just, yeah, that was magical. So if you didn't catch the last 6.5 hour live there, which seems to be becoming the standard, and I spoke about that towards the end there about, don't worry about when it's that long or that, because I know it's only going to be natural that people are going to be worried about me sitting there for that long or giving too much of myself. But yeah, so if you want to, if you want to see what I said, go and sort of check that out. Okay, you just watch it in bits. I'm not expecting you to watch it for 6 hours kind of thing. I just sort well actually I just sort of explained, I'll explain it. I just sort of explained that is a huge part of the North Node in Aries for me. With my Aries Sun being in the sixth house of service, it's just something that I'm well aware of. If I'm honest, like that, my work and that is in, really, really following my calling, being on my mission. It's actually like totally trumps the love stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not what I wanted. You know what I mean? That's not how I want it to be. 222, love and partnership. Interesting. Reminds you of Libra season. We're not too far off that. You know what I mean? That's not what I would choose, believe me. But that is just what I can see from my chart. That is what I'm meant to be given a lot of myself. And again, a little bit unfair, guys, isn't it? I already give quite a lot of myself. But anyway, on that note, so I'm just doing a bit of housekeeping here. So if you're new, everything I do is channeling, everything I do is healing, everything is always a big prayer that I'm sending out that healing energy. And anyway, you can read in the description box if you're brand new. But the most important thing is, like I said, my focus is helping twin flames, and I've got a lot of different healing modalities to do that. So the whole reason why I'm doing a video today, so I'm filming this on Thursday, 24th August 2023. When if you found this later on, the reason why I'm filming it is because, and again, these are timeless too. Just need to stress that. Although I'll talk about the astrology in real time. I'm feeling somebody really needs a message. Now, I'm not going to lie, I've had a few different synchronicities, all around it. What is that? I can't even talk. A random mix. So, because everything sincerely, I'm saying really weird words today. Anyway, I'm rolling with it. It is Mercury retrograde, so that can happen. But when I'm getting kind of tongue tied and words are coming out weird that I can't even, I'm like, you know what I mean? Normally I'm like, oh, that means this, that means this. But what it means is, even when I'm coming out with gobbledygook here, is because Mercury retrograde's about that. And then because the Mercury retrograde's in Virgo, and Virgo needs to make sense, it has to make sense, it has to be perfect. Do you know what I mean? We've all got that somewhere in our chart. And as we all know, nobody's perfect. Yeah, there's a bit of that about here, but I feel again it's like you could be getting a bit lost for words, or someone in your life could be getting a bit lost for words, whether that is a twin flame in your life or anyone around you in your life. But yeah, the few wee synchronicities I've had today is right, I'll deal with the karmic stuff first. I had a dream last night actually. I'm just trying to think. It was only last night, and it was just karmic of nature, is what I'll say, but it was very, very real. And it wasn't, the thing is, it wasn't necessarily bad, I would actually say it was a bit sad. That's how it made me feel. So that's all I'll kind of really say, because it's just, I didn't really even know whether, but I get what, right, so basically, see what I mean? I'm getting too worked up here when I'm saying this. I dream every single night, and I remember it, right? Again, that's a huge part of being a shaman, is, and obviously you don't need to be a fucking shaman to dream. We all dream, but like I really do remember that. It's where I get a lot of my visions, basically. Whether you call it being a shaman or it's my visions from God, I get a lot of my stuff from dreams. And sometimes it is literally just a vision for me, and sometimes it is a vision for the collective, but they'll show me my stuff in my life to give a message, and that feels like that's what it's about. And so I'm just sort of sharing that it was karmic of nature, and it's when like a person from my past, again, we're in 6 retrogrades energy, so that's absolutely going to happen, where you're going to get people literally coming up from your past in your dreams like that, or they could literally be appearing in your dreams. And it's just interesting because, yeah, I mean, the nature of the dream is, like I said, it wasn't that anything, nothing bad was happening in it. It was just confusing because I was with someone from my past, and it wasn't romantic either, by the way, but it was like I was with someone from my past, and it was actually all kind of really normal. But the thing that was weird is, I can't remember if that's what you would call a lucid dream, but when, I think it is though, but when you're dreaming, but in the dream, I felt confused. Like I felt confused as to why I was in that environment. Again, like, why am I in my past? But it was like I was in my past, but it was all, anyway, it was really fucking weird. And then it was like, it was like obviously I was starting to wake up because I was like, wait a minute, I must be dreaming because you're no longer, you're not in my life anymore. And that's what I mean. It wasn't as if like anything bad happened or that, but it just it just weirded me out a little bit because it is just, well, it's in the past. It's it's one of these things where it's like it's in the past, and for me, it's going to stay in the past. It's fucking weird. But what I'm saying is, when that happens, I personally feel it can be when like someone's soul, or is reaching out to you. So they might not even be consciously aware that they're reaching out to you, but their soul is. And that's why I'm just stressing that sometimes I've had karmic dreams like this where it is someone from a past, or it is even romantic, and it's uncomfortable, and it makes a skin crawl, all that kind of shit. And even when it isn't a romantic thing, it's just someone from the past that I thought they want to be in my dream. You know what I'm saying? Whereas it wasn't quite that bad, but it was just weird for me. So I really do feel I'm being told, and again, that doesn't take a psychic to share that one. That I feel it is just an omen that some of you out there, all of us, people from your past are going to be popping up. And the reason why I know that's a really, really strong message, again, that's what happens in Mercury retrograde. Your ex hits you up, anyone from your past hits you up, or you randomly serendipitously bump into them. Notice I've just started burping there too, hiccuping, burping when I'm transmuting the energy. So again, kind of an indication to me that it's people you would rather not see. Which again, that won't be for everyone, because some of you it'll be your twin flame and it'll be welcome, but other people, I think there may be tests of people coming back from your past that you don't want to hear from, romantic or otherwise. Or like say you just bump into them, and it's like awkward. But I've had, it's just mental. The amount of synchronicities I've had of seeing like, specifics, like names and stuff connected to it. Which, it happens fairly often, but it makes me uncomfortable when it is like, anyway, it's like literally, I'm not even kidding, it's like screaming at me. So it's gonna happen to somebody watching this. And again, probably me, do you know what I mean? But it'll be me, but it'll be someone else as well. But it's for some reason they want me to sort of say that. So, but the other, non-related thing is, money will be coming to you. So that is a good thing, isn't it? So this card was sitting away from all the rest of the cards that I'm now shuffling, and again, it's quite a big deck, it's lots together. And that one was actually sitting out somewhere else, and my eyes just got led to it. It was like well away from them. So I'm just going to put it back. And that'll be interesting if it comes out again out of all these. But if it doesn't, excuse my nails. I took them off. I was actually at a wee appointment today, so I had to, and I didn't know if I was going to be getting my blood pressure taken, and I think it interferes, which is very Virgo health stuff. But it's very Virgo is health and well-being, so it's that is very in line with the Mercury retrograde. So Mercury retrograde in Virgo, like I said, is a really good thing to yeah, just like I say, get back on track with your eating if you've maybe indulged over the Leo season or the summer. Again, some of you might still be doing that, but like I said, I'm quite focused on like yeah, I totally lived it up and partied. Like I went out once, but it's like, you know, that, like you said, because I don't, it's just not really where I'm at anymore. It's that was enough for me and it was fun and I'm still fucking recovering. Um, but yeah, anyway, that's why my nails look like that. But and on that note, right, see with health stuff, right? I yeah, I think last year I done some sort of, I think it was like, I can't remember, but I like to do, now and again, I like to do the series of like, you know, like a focus. And like, so this time last year, I think I did do something like, it was either health message, I think it was like maybe like health and self-care or something. So I might just do the same again for Virgo season. But that's why I started saying about the everyday thing. Virgo is the everyday and the routine as well. And I've always known that it would be better for me to actually go live as many times, you know, every day really. I don't want to do it at the weekend, but you know what I mean, like every weekday. But and I have done that, you know, over the last couple of years, you know. But I think I've only really stuck to it for like, I don't know, 2 months or something. And probably like, so I think when I've done it around the autumn or the winter, unfortunately, the thing is that, right, so anyway, I'm just, if you're impatient with listening to all this chat, well, I don't know what to say. You can click off or whatever. But I need to sort of get it out because it will mean something to someone. Like I'm quite up for doing that, you know, as long as I can kind of keep it to 30 minutes. Ideally, if I'm going to do it even 4 days a week, or like I said, I probably could do 5 days a week. But you know, just yeah, just so that, because obviously I've still got clients and I still help out my nieces a lot, and I just, yeah, I don't want to overextend myself because I still want to be doing my, definitely the Tuesday night live streams. And yeah, I don't plan on dropping the Therapy Thursday ones, but the Therapy Thursday might just turn into a video like this. But anyway, bloody bloody blah. So yeah, I'd asked. Oh my god, you're kidding me! For fuck's sake! I guess we need to use these cards then, and that's interesting. So I've got a chair behind me with all my cards piled up, and a certain deck is just fallen on the floor, and the one that's staring at me is Be Brave. So somebody needs to be brave and optimistic and confident. That is so Sagittarius moon. Maybe not the Be Brave bit, but that's the North Node in Aries. And that's actually my energy, because I'm Aries Sun, Sagittarius moon. So be brave and optimistic. I mean, that is totally Sag moon, Aries Sun. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, and then New Beginnings is randomly sitting here too. So yeah, that's the energy that I was picking up. That was really why I felt I need to come on. And then it is because as well, when I put up that thing about like, look, who would be around about, I don't know, I put in 10:30 or 1. I did kind of think it would be the 1 that people would go for, because that's what I've done before and it kind of worked quite well. I know it's still very early. Oh, and also it got to 13 minutes and 24-hour time, that's 1. So there's another sign. But that worked well before. But if I remember right, I think I only done it for like, it felt like 2 months, but I feel like I only done it for a month because I think I got ill. Because I usually do get the flu for, sometimes it can be for like 4 weeks, but you know, around the kind of Scorpio season, you know, around the time of like October, November, sometimes right into Christmas. So, but anyway, why I'm blathering on about this is because my son is in the 6th house. It really is great for me work wise, and to just be there to help people. Like it keeps me on track, and I'm there to be of service to others when I can be showing up as much as I can. Which obviously I do these videos, but live stream is definitely, you know, that's what I enjoy more. That's what I feel other people like more, and I just feel there are a lot of people that do need company in these times. And like I said, I really do enjoy it. But so anyway, blah blah. So I will be trialing out things like that. So I think for Virgo season, that's what I'm going to be doing. I think it looks like there's literally only 3 votes right now. So if you want me to, if you're in the UK, because it's going to be a ridiculous time for other time zones, but if you're, or wherever, but if you're thinking that the earlier one, like about 10:30, would be a better time for you to catch me, then you know, put your vote in and I'll see, you know, I'll see what kind of wins. But I've got a feeling it's going to be that lunchtime one, because that works for me. But And like I said, I'd aim to keep it at 30 minutes, or, you know, if it goes to kind of 40, an hour minutes, whatever, you know. But an hour minutes, you know what I mean. But yeah, right. So anyway, there's sounds like even in my energy, it feels like really kind of, sometimes I'm like that, like really antsy. But it just feels like there's a lot of change in the air. Like, because we went from Scorpio, and that was about releasing, the ending, death, transmuting, you know, it did feel quite dark. And like I said, I always feel it quite dark. Today does feel like there is this more optimistic, new beginnings energy in the air. But I think it's changing. Like, and so another synchronicity I had was, I just pulled some cards from like one of these decks, like that one, but it wasn't actually that one, but it's similar wording. And there's loads of cards in that deck, and the same card came out. Like, I pulled it this morning, and I've shuffled, and then the same one came out again. And it's basically a kind of vibe of someone's coming towards you. Yeah, basically, you know what I mean? So for some people, I do think that, well, this thing that I keep channeling about September, like, I do think there's things happening. So yeah, anyway, everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. But this card always feels like, it always reminds me, like, look, it's like, like I always say, that's probably maybe the same person's hands, but I always see it's like two people's. I always feel it's like twin flames. I always feel it's like two people's hands, like a new beginning for like in a love connection. But there's something about, you know, Archangel Michael, you know, protecting you with the sword there and having confidence. Optimistic, like I said, is very Sagittarius moon, and yeah, and there's and that's like one of my main power animals. It's yeah, be brave. So there's something, like, say, someone's need to be brave. And so I also gathered as well, when I put up that thing, you know, like someone had, I just say someone because I'm like, I don't want to sort of, I mean, it's like, yeah, people can see themselves, but like, I don't really, it's unless somebody does actually reply, then I just say, because it's like, you can see for yourself. But yeah, someone sort of commented, being like, I could do with, you know, some prayers right now, and that always sort of gives me an indication. It kind of tied in with the energy that I was sort of feeling. So, but anyway, and with all that being said, whether I do a wee health video like this, that kind of vibe every day, with that kind of health and well-being, I was about to say healing, everything I do is healing, but you know what I mean, that kind of health stuff, because I've got the cards that are about like food and intuitive eating, and I've got the cards that are about healing. So but I might do that in the live stream. So bloody blah. I don't know why that needs to take so long. So maybe something's taking far too long in your life, I don't know. But I do want to just, what's the wee twin flame message? Forever that bit's going to, because again, that's not going to, I know that's not where everyone is, it's not going to apply to everyone, but for the people that it might be, and remember, it's not in real time, but there's something feels very urgent. I'm not going to, like, something, I think it's just all the retrograde energy. I really do think it's like, it's meant to slow things down. But again, see, for me, because I've got 6 retrogrades anyway, I do experience it very differently from other people. I actually get my shit together when there's 6 retrogrades, because it makes sense, doesn't it? Because that is my energy. So everyone else is kind of losing it, and I'm kind of getting, because look at what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, I'm being guided to do a live every day, and everyone else is like, anyway. That's what I mean by different. Yeah, look, I'm terrified of you rejecting me. So I'm saying, I'm pulling a card before I came on here about I'm coming, like, and it's like, you know, it's kind of that vibe of like, I'm coming, trust me, kind of thing, like, or I'm coming towards you. And I feel a lot of the only thing stopping some people is, yeah, terrified of you sending them away. You're worthy of so much more than what I can give. And again, I feel that is why a lot of people's divine masculines have been, and again, just if that doesn't fit for your situ, just change it about, you know, all that jazz. Just listen to the words. That's the most important thing. I might just start saying that. Just listen to the words. This could have kept somebody away, not feeling worthy of your love, which is, it really makes me sad when I say it like that. Oh God, that is interesting. I'm not just saying this because it's like wishful thinking, guys. I feel that's past energy, because the one I picked up earlier was it was actually, I'm not shitting you, it was like, I'm ready, I'm walking away from my karmic situation. So, interesting. I can't walk away from my karmic situation just yet. I feel that's, look, because I said that was past, and I feel that's past. And this is kind of past, could be a little bit present. Because again, when somebody's going forward to someone, and those other cards that make sense, you need to be brave, and they've maybe not acted so divine, or however, they've not treated you how they know you deserve in the past because of not being awakened to this connection like they are now, or like you were. It's because at one point you wouldn't have been either. It's you are going to be afraid of rejection. I think it would be weird if someone wasn't, you know what I mean? Even if you kind of know it's what do you call it, a sure thing. And remember, karmic situations aren't just walking away from like another lover or something. It can be like walking away from a friendship group or family, or a job that has been tying somebody up, and what else? Like, people get married to their work, can't they? Yeah, an addiction of some sort. It'll be different for different people. The more I push you away, the more I feel the pull back to you. Yeah, someone's like being pulled back to you, and yeah, I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused, and I'm scared because I've never felt this way. I'm healing bits of work in progress, and I'm sorry I betrayed your trust. I'm scared of this intense love. Right. Well, let's see. Let's see if there's any doublers in this. I don't feel good enough for you. Again, it feels past energy. I feel this is the, whatever that said, the heal. I feel that's the healing that someone's been working on. Why? Because I feel I was about to say why the self-sabotaging habit, and I know this because, again, with recent sessions that I've had over the past, well, really all year, but it has been that kind of vibe of self-sabotage, like why is my twin flame acting that way, kind of thing. And it's because of this. Like, if someone doesn't feel good, they will fuck it up, you know what I mean? And it's not conscious half the time. Sometimes it is. Like, sometimes people actually, but let's face it, a lot of the time when it's self-sabotage, a lot of things can be done through drink. Not for all people, but a lot of things can be like, do you know what, I want this person to hate me. Like, it makes no sense, but it does make sense at the same time. It's like, I love this person so much, and if I do this, they're going to hate me, but I'm doing it because I love them. And it's just all kinds of fucked up, but it is what happens. We see it in films all the time too, don't we? But my life has changed so much since meeting you, but this is that kind of, someone's waking up to just that doesn't serve them anymore. It's not just the love that's awakening for you, it's that this isn't making this person happy, or you, if you are this person. Oh my god, and fuck, what's just a minute, we'll just sort of look at that, and then I just bent the fucking card. And that'll mean something, but I can't think. I'm thinking about making you an offer. So it's like, yeah, someone has been working on themselves, and that one always makes me laugh. It's just so funny, isn't it? Because you're just like, some people, when you think about your twin flame doing that, you're like, I don't think so. But I actually pulled that for a client yesterday. I send you telepathic messages. Please be patient a little while longer. So again, that is that kind of vibe. And then look, this one kind of backs up what we're saying. Please be patient a little while longer. I want to come back home to you. You're where I belong. It's the one that always reminds me of Crazy Love. I don't want to keep hurting you. So again, sometimes that can be, I don't want to keep hurting you, I'm going to stay away. And I feel that is the past. But now it's like, I don't want to keep hurting you, and I don't want to keep hurting me. And I want to be with you. But I'm so scared to change. Trust me. Yeah, look, this is that's the vibe. And I can picture a life with you. Yeah. And you're so beautiful. I never expected to feel this way about you. Right, that's enough, but that is the kind of, it's like, that's enough. Fuck, I'm certainly no channeling that. I don't think any of us would be saying, that's enough. I don't want to hear about how beautiful I am and how you feel about me. More like the opposite of that. It's like, yeah, keep it coming, keep it coming. But yeah, let's put them back. So I just wanted to check in, but that is kind of, now it would have been really freaky, I'm not going to lie. There is a card in that deck that says, I think it actually says, like, I'm coming back or something. It's something random like that. But right, anyway, so, oh fuck! Jesus, could we just maybe tone the energy down, guys, right? The spying card, somebody's watching you, they're keeping an eye on you. Watching and learning. Anyway, so this is the Divine Feminine card. So, the Divine Feminine deck. So remember, we've all got both energies within us. This video might be, I was actually going to just go do a quick one, but I think this one might be about an hour at least or something. But we'll just see. Really, it doesn't matter. I just felt guided to do it. But, oh yeah, that, so, is that up? Oh my god, yeah, look, there's a tower. So, when I was shuffling, yeah, right, there is. This is interesting. Let me know, guys, let me know. So, we've got, yeah, someone's coming out of hermit mode, coming out of hanged man. They weren't feeling ready for a new beginning, but they've been making plans for when they do feel ready, and they're putting a painful ending, a betrayal behind them. Maybe still a bit, oh look, that they always come out together. Maybe still a bit stuck in their head and exhausted and still healing, as the other card said, but they are making their way towards you in the future, and it could be the near future, coming out of hermit mode basically. And look at what I'm doing again. Now I'm just going with the flow when I do that, because remember, like remember, you might not know if you're old around here, like a hashtag oldie, you'll know that my go-to is always oracle cards, because that's I collected oracle cards from like I don't know 15 or something. I'm saying 15 or something because it might have even been 14. And then I also had tarot too, but I was just always more guided to the oracle. But basically what I'm saying is, it's like I just say whatever comes to me when I'm holding any card. It doesn't matter to me whether it's tarot or oracle. So sometimes I'll say what is in line with the card. Sometimes I say nothing like it, so it makes me laugh really. But yeah, but anyway, why I'm saying that is, it's like this, I always mean this to be the Divine Feminine, this to be the Divine Masculine, but I was channeling that like that's the runner, which is usually the Divine Masculine. So just take whatever. And I really do feel it's because the energies I'm picking up on are so merged and blended together. But there's a tower moment going on, which does seem in line with what one of you had commented, saying, you know, pray for me kind of thing. That never really sounds good. And it might not be that dramatic, but I think the phrase one of you said was, I'm in the eye of the storm. And that fitted with what I was feeling. So now, when I pulled that, I actually pulled it upright. I mean, I'll need to look back, but I'm sure I looked at it upright, but I've just placed it. I've placed it in reverse. So I think there's been some kind of delays in a message getting to you, or you messaging someone, because the tower moment is, you know, unexpected change, things happening out of blue, things happening fast, and I was channeling that in the live as well. Remember when I was saying I feel, and that's interesting that card said, I can't leave my karmic situation just yet, because that's what I was channeling on the live the other night, that I could feel these karmic, I could just feel the energy of these karmic breakdowns. And like I said, I was actually feeling the sadness of the people that are being left, which is kind of weird, you know what I mean? For me, it's yeah, anyway, it puts a difference, but you know what I mean? Because it's not, like I always say, karmic situations can be, well, and then think about my dream too, that's what I'm saying. It's not as if I was like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it made me feel uncomfortable, and I don't, you know, but it was more sad. It was like, and that makes me think, oh, is it cause someone's thinking about me? And then but anyway, it's, you know, anyway, bye. But I did pull it up, right? So I do feel there's going to be urgent messages or messages out the blue. Kind of reminds me of the blue moon energy. What's behind this? And so scrap the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, just take it where it resonates, because Divine Feminine is Divine Masculine's feelings yet about, this is so dramatic, about true love. Like, this is like, I'm not being funny, guys, but this is like I love you vibes. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is the true love card. It's one of my favourite Two the Cups card, but this is like, it might not be as strong as I love you, but it's somebody's, yeah, coming in and they do love you. They might not say it. And they've got their shit together, feeling more grounded and stable. They've been working hard. That might actually be somebody that's really has been working hard to, I don't know, for their foundation, you know, just to feel better about themselves. And the blocks and delays are behind them. And maybe that's like past lovers are behind them, because it is in reverse. Or it can be the blocks and delays are gone to delay in the union. And yeah, and they're able to offer you something in the physical. Like, and that can be anything, but it's like, you know, just offer you themselves. Like, that sounds wrong. But you know what I mean? But be like, I can do this now. You know, sorry I've taken ages, because there's a guy that's taken ages. You know what I mean? But it makes sense. That's what that card means to me. And it's like, but I've been working hard and I want to work together with you. And it's like, sorry, this can be sorry I lied, or sorry I've not given you any clarity. We'll just keep going with this because it certainly makes sense. Sorry I've been so defensive, but I've got my reasons. And yeah, sorry I haven't brought you your wish fulfillment. And yes, I wasn't, delays, I wasn't sending the messages, I wasn't getting any passion and inspiration coming my way, so I couldn't bring it your way, is kind of what I'm feeling. But yeah, anyway, very interesting. So again, remember, that could be, you could be a divine feminine saying that divine masculine, or I'm more feeling it's a divine masculine, but again, what will probably be the head fuck around here if you're new, is it's probably I'm feeling the female divine masculines. But there's obviously male divine masculines too. So anyway, let's just see whatever this deck is going to say. It's not everybody's twin flame situ right now, but it's the most dominant one that I'm feeling. And again, it's not real time. So. And it's annoying me that I haven't painted my nails. But again, life isn't perfect. And that's what this feels like. Life isn't perfect, but it's like this, something's needing to happen suddenly. Right, what have we got here? So, yeah, it's again, look, like this is like fast running to somebody and like, you know, wanting to come in, and it's in reverse. So, and oh my god, and then you've got the Two of Cups in reverse. So for some reason, it does feel like, look, like this is like, this feels like divine feminine on this side. But anyway, just forget the thing. But it feels like the other twin, I'm going to say, is like aware that it's like there's been delays to somebody coming towards you about love. Is what I'm getting from that. Yeah, look, and it's like feeling that it's like, I feel this person does want to come in really quick, but maybe it's not risen in them yet. And then that's when they do. That's when somebody does come towards you. And yeah, for a new beginning. Like, it's like they're able to be the magician in their life. They're able to make stuff happen, a new beginning. And it's like putting behind the confusion and the fights and the boredom in their life, the stuck energy. It feels like that, yeah, the hanged man. And they're ready to, they've been working. I feel the hanged man is like pausing, and it's like they've been trying to, or you've been trying to love yourself more and in a better place. Basically, it feels like that vibe of someone's been hermiting, because remember that was in reverse, to love themselves more and work on codependency and basically getting your own shit together before you want to do some, you know, before you want to get in a union with your twin. And it's not, I was about to say with someone else, but I mean, it makes sense just for anyone in love, doesn't it? But that's what I'm getting from this. Walking out, but for some it's like, it's everything I said, but then add on, for some people it could be walking away from something else in order to do that. And that's what the delays have been. Like, some people could have been prevented from saying fuck this to karmic situations because they're getting held back by the karmic situations, whether it's a person, and that's just like slowing down passionate, look, third party. Again, this is reunion and celebration, right? So it can be that it's like someone's ready to celebrate a reunion or a union with you now. But again, it can be that third parties have been slowing down the passionate action, the inspiration, and the stopping someone from leaving. Stopping a victory. And and look, like, just confusing this person, like, you know, creating all these different distractions and illusions and obstacles and options, and slowing the person down because there's a fucking guy that's taking ages again, or a woman that's taking ages. But it's like, look, I always feel like it's the guy that's going towards her. So it's like that could even be like an earth sign going towards a fire sign. It doesn't need to be an earth sign, but I always just see it as like a man that's like really working hard in the material, very in the material, like very like in the matrix, but like, you know, going after a passionate woman. It doesn't even need to be a fire sign, but I just always feel like that. And it's like, I feel that someone's been battling with their own pride and ego, but also just getting strength after a difficult situation. But now they're ready for a 10 of Cups with you. But because their wish fulfillment does not lie where they are, whether they're in a relationship or not, and it's actually put them into an ego death, being away from you. a dark night of soul. Yeah, they want to put they just want to put that behind them. They want to put the conflicts, arguments, the fights, and that's been how hard it is to get to you. But they're trusting their intuition now. That's nice to see, because a lot of the time for divine masculines, which it does feel swapped today for some reason, it's in reverse. Like they're not heeding the call or the intuition. Yeah, look, this is great. This is divine masculines. We're proud of you, divine masculines, whatever gender, or divine feminines, whoever doesn't make sense to. Someone's listening to their intuition and they're feeling they've got that inner balance, and no, I feel that's not wanting to put the hard work in wherever they are or wherever they've been. They just have felt quite isolated and alone and wanted to hermit away, and not make an offer where they are, or not continue to make that offer. But for some reason they've been delayed in moving forward. Like they've been having to stay there. So this is really, and look also, right, in that, right, those crows could be like weighing that boat down, or that's, my God, that's actually fucking weird. Anyway, yeah, the crows are, this is moving on or moving away from something, but it's like, to me anyway. But that's interesting, because a crow was sitting staring at me. I don't usually sit on the beach, but today I felt guided just to sit in the sun after I'd had my walk, and there was a wee crow just staring at me for ages. So that might be symbolic. Yeah, someone wants to offer all their love. Anyway, someone wants to offer all their love to you, and I'm going to leave it on the chariot there. Someone is going forward. Anyway, that was fucking out of breath now. Right, what astrological influence is going on here? Third house. Yeah, look, hardly use these cards ever. I know I'm trying to, because they're lovely ones in their astrology, but I just do it when I'm guided. Third house, messages, Gemini energy, communication. There's a message coming quick, sudden. Something could be significant about the 27th of August, which is, well, shit, that's 3 days away. So, God, let us know if that's relevant. Yep, something's very significant. Oh, look, and there's the 24th. Is that not today? That's today. 24th, something could be significant. Well, this could be real time. Something could be significant right today, or the full moon in Pisces, which is the end of the month. Either way, it's not far away. And there's a huge amount of change that we're also approaching eclipse season not too far away. There's huge changes going on in the South Node, life's debts. Someone's coming out of people-pleasing mode, and there's huge changes going on in November, 9 November. Uranus is, sudden changes and out the blue, unexpected tower moments, and that's the truth. And Saturn doesn't play. You don't fuck with Saturn. That's why people feel that from me, because I've got Saturn and Scorpio in the first house beside my Mars, which, by the way, was also in the bottom of the deck. Like it's moved. Yeah, Mars, look, taking action, big change. Yeah. There's a lot of shit going on today. Right, okay, so, I don't usually use this deck either, but they gave me a wee pile of things. Oh, and I've got through that quite quickly, and I just looked at 38 exactly. So again, I think the age 38 is going to be really significant here for someone. And what have we got? The needle, intentionality. Yeah, again, this to me says someone's being very intentional about where they want to head. Again, I'm getting 17th of September for that. It's not good. All these dates aren't really relevant. I just chuck them out. But yeah, this is very Virgo. Someone has been very intentional about their next steps, and many maths, the authentic self. That's a bit freaky. 38 after I just said that again. And it's still on 38 minutes, because it's not even reached 39. So there's something very significant about 38. And also, see with the South Node, again, all of you that are 37 that will be, wait a minute, if I'm working that out right, that's not all of you, because some of you will have a North Node in Taurus that we've just left that are not that age, and you'll be the other ages. But I know that a lot of you are that age because of what the stats tell me, and just because of the people that I work with. But I feel this is really a message for those of you that, like I said, are coming up for that age. But yeah, look, many masks. Dropping the masks, they're intentional and ready to be the authentic self. Powerful. I'm lost for words. To be with their beloved. And look, see what I mean? It's about a twin flame union, but it's about becoming yourself. When you're ready to drop the mask, be your authentic self, and you're intentional about your life. That's why I'm always harping on about intentions, because that is what shamanic work is about, and it's just what I'm all about, and it's just, yeah, I mean, I absolutely loved Wayne Dyer's work, you know, when I was really young, getting into all my just spiritual stuff, or whatever you want to call it, psychic stuff, and it's yeah, it's he was all about intentions as well, but yeah, this is powerful. You know, that's why I always say it. Look, beginner's minded. 21 again, it's just, oh, fucking hell. So, yeah, it's 21 is the world coming full circle. Could be something there about the 21st of February, significant. But yeah, it's beginner's mind. Like, look, somebody is stepping into their authentic self. And and because of that, you automatically are led, magnetized towards the twin flame, because that is what happens when you're being your authentic self. And but a beginner's mind, yeah, it's all kind of new to this person or whoever this is resonating with. But it's luck and right timing, and that makes me laugh, because when I noticed when I was reading it before, it sounds like I'm saying fucking right timing, but yeah, whatever you want to call it, fucking right timing, luck and right timing. The wheel of fortune is turning, and it's all happening. 21, 23, these dates could be significant of, well, it'll be September now because we've passed that, or something actually significant could have happened around the last few days there, 21st, 20, like yesterday. And look, divine feminine, somebody's literally being led to their divine feminine. The fates are guiding them, skywriting. I don't use these cards any much either, but I'm loving it. Preparations come to fruition. New beginnings. It just keeps coming, guys. Someone's been in a place of having to make choices and dealing with the consequences, but for some reason there's more adaptability there. Ego sublimation, vanishing mirror, that feels like stuff to do with an ego death. Ready to be more connected to the twin because you're more connected to yourself. Surrendering to the journey. Herald of change. Right, I'm done now. 30th is around the full moon in Pisces, which is an ending too, but this feels like a happy ending for people. And again, yeah, it's like, look, and I actually feel gestation period, winter's dream. Somebody's dreams are coming true in the winter, but maybe as soon as September, because there's 6 and 3 is 9, and that's September. And gestation period, it feels like whoever this is going to resonate with, it'll be about going inwards, but I feel it's like going inwards with your person and working on that forgiveness. That's 9 again. 4 and 5 is 9. Diving into a task. Well, that's one way to put it. October, yeah. September going into October. Reconciliations. This deck's fucking brilliant. Look, perfect storm. The courage to step into life. These cards are so... And there's the fucking... I can't with the synchronicities. There's the fucking crow. How weird is that? Imagine I hadn't... Now, that wouldn't have had the same effect if I'd mentioned the crow now. But the fact that I fucking mentioned the crow staring at my beach and there's the crow. Clearly going to have to put crow symbolism in the comments. That's crazy. I don't even know what to choose for the... And I don't even know what to choose for the thumbnail. This is like blowing my mind. The Divine Matrix. Someone's leaving the Divine Matrix. We'll leave it at that. Today. That's clearly not going to be the case, but there is something happening today. Let me know, because this is for someone. Something's happening today. Right, anyway, let's change the vibe completely and go into the health messages, because... Oh, wait a minute, let's do the shamanic card. Right, we'll do the shamanic cards and then I'll do the health ones. What do we need to know? I felt guided to use these. God, that was exciting. Walking in Beauty, we'll hide on that today. And Tricks, oh, Coyote. That's about Mercury retrograde in particular. And Spirit of Fire. Offerings. White Buffalo Calf Woman, if you've heard me say that a lot, that's energy I'm very strongly connected to. It's about being humble and being ready for these times that we live in. I'm actually going to read that one first. Respect in the Earth. I'll read the wee story to you because I'm sure it'll be in here. White Buffalo 1, 2, 2. Right, so abundance, security. Oh, that's how it started. Abundance, security are flowing into your life. All things are possible. Balance and harmony prevail. And that's twin flames. You know, balance and something's... Karmic justice is happening here. Again, I was about to say it's not real time, but it is happening real time for someone. But for a lot of other people, it could happen much further down the line. You may be called upon to stand up for others, and you can do this because you have the support of many beings in the spirit realm. In Native American traditions, there are prophecies about the coming of the white buffalo, especially among the Dakota and Nakota of the Sioux. I can never say that, but there's a legend that white buffalo calf woman, a mystical being, came to the people a very long time ago when they were out of balance. She gifted the people, and do you know what was like? I've never thought about that, but my thing that I've had since I started this business was, well, it's still there. It has it in the info bit, bringing you clarity and balance in the moment you need it most. She gifted the people with a sacred bundle containing white buffalo calf pipe to help restore the balance. Upon leaving, the white buffalo calf woman prophesies that she will return at the end of the age and that she will appear as a white buffalo calf. So if we see any of that in the news, you know what's going down. In recent times, white buffalo calves have been born, leading many to believe that this is the beginning of a new time. When this card chooses you, it's an honor for it speaks of a time of miracles and balance and all things, and this feels like a miracle union coming together suddenly. That's what it feels like. It feels like that card that I pulled the other week. I don't know if you heard that, but my stomach just fucking rumbled for ages. So, and yes, it is near it is. Well, is it? I mean, I don't even know what time it is. I've not got my watch on, but I suppose it is probably tea time now. But again, solar plexus. Again, there could be nerves around this. What was I saying there? You're a channel for the greater forces of the universe. With their help, all is possible, but without it, things can be a struggle. Surrender to the support of Great Spirit. You do not have to do everything alone. That's a constant message that's been coming out. What I was going to say is this reminds me of the Rumi card when I channeled nothing to everything. Well, it was on the card, nothing to everything, and then it led into the message. Something's happening all of a sudden. Shapeshift into the white buffalo, and the energy this card brings will multiply tenfold. And again, that's why I say this is the energy I work with a lot, because that is what happens when people work with me. Like, they're, like, abundant blessings come their way, like, really quite soon after we finish something. Or like even on the free lives and that. So again, what excuse have you got for not coming along and getting involved and getting a free card? You'll regret it when I start not giving the free cards. Do you know what I mean? But I'd like to think I'll always do something like that. It just might not be for us. I can't sit there, and do like a really, really long message of about 1,000 cards for everyone when there's more people. But we're not quite there, guys. So again, that's the Sagittarius moon getting carried away. Imagine that you can feel the power in your muscles and the fecund earth beneath your hooves. Feel the weight of your horns and the warmth in your hide. This calls the deeper energies of the white buffalo into your life, right? And I just feel that's about blessings coming your way. There's a lot of passion, fire, action going on. The Venus retrograde in Leo is firing things up there, about love. And yeah, be careful of, be careful of trickster energies. I do feel like, I think this might be like linked to the dream I had, like, people from your past might be genuinely coming back to apologise or wanting closure. Again, just because somebody, wants to contact you doesn't, like I always say, whether it be about love or any other area of your life, sometimes people just need that closure. Like, they need to say sorry, and then that's that. And it's entirely up to you whether you want to give someone it, but it's all about boundaries, you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is you can accept someone's apology, but then, still not have them in your life, or some of you might not, but you might be too soon. It'd be different for different people. But I feel just be wary. Again, like I said, this Mercury retrograde, I've kept getting the message. This Mercury retrograde is about discernment, because that's what Virgo is about. It's again, Scorpio and Virgo energy to me doesn't miss a trick, and I've got a lot of that energy in abundance, and that's why I'm good at helping people spot the tricksters in their life. And so just make sure that there is genuine intentions from whoever it is that's coming into your life. Do you know what I mean? Even like, twin flames and but definitely karmic energies, but this feels very genuine. Whoever connects with this feels like someone's dropping a mask and there'll be no doubt in your mind that this person's been honest. And I feel it's because they're going to tell you what they've lied about. So, walking in beauty. Yeah, right, okay. So, and I didn't actually shuffle these again. What else do we need to know here? Let's get the juicy details. Dagger, oh yeah, doesn't sound too good. Fears, worries, and tense situations. Again, I feel this person's been very afraid, and we got that with the twin flame message to come forward. And that'll be different reasons for different people. But now they're feeling a bit more lucky. We've got horseshoe. That's a protective symbol, the horseshoe as well. Flowers might be significant. I don't know if that is a lily, but we'll just call it a lily. They're feeling lucky. Fair women. Oh, I've never seen this card. That's really interesting. It's always dark women that comes out. Dealings with a relationship with a woman with blonde, grey or white hair. Well, that's very specific. Okay, so that's going to be significant. Again, the fair woman could be good, bad, not so good, fucking terrible. Who knows? Great. We don't know where it is in the story. This could be a twin flame. This could be you. This could be someone that's not so good in your life. We just don't know. Different for different people. But I've never seen that card, so that means something. It's like, I feel this could be, if we're going down the not so nice route, I feel you didn't see this about this woman, but you do now. That's what I'm getting. But it might, again, this also could be like twin good stuff. But look, yeah, waiting for news, package or letter. I'm telling you, this is somebody's coming forward with that communication. Well, let's not hope it's March, guys, for whoever's resonating with this. But there's something about March could be significant in some way. It could even be like the last time you spoke to someone or something. I'm getting something like that. I feel it's like linked to the equinoxes, because it's like the autumn equinox is always around the 21st, 22nd kind of thing. And the spring ones, so I feel it's like, the change of the seasons are bringing a lot of changes. Good advice from a wise person. And work, achievement, success. Again, I feel this person has been getting wise advice from someone about where they needed support. Could be things to do with their work, or again, it's just I feel this person been working. We saw that in the tarot. This person been really working hard for themselves to come towards this union. Right. Love it, guys. We're proud of whoever this is resonating with, whether it be you or your person. Right. And this is what I mean by when it's a true twin flame union. There's a lot that you both won't have a Scooby-Doo's going on in each other's lives, but you've just got to trust that they will do the work. And I just looked at 51 when I said that, so I feel that'll be meaningful. I'll put that below as well. So what have we got? So here's where it's a bit random, but it's very Virgo. We've got an intuitive eating card, and if you want me to use these cards in a session, because guys, now guys, I don't like when I'm like guys, but like, I've got loads of energy today because it's a Sag moon. And again, I don't know why, because like I said, it's like, I'm not going into all my shit, but like I said, I was getting some checks and all that sort of done today, and it's, but when you get blood taken, it's a bit uncomfortable, and I just kind of felt I would be a bit, I don't know, I felt I would need a wee bit in it, but I'm actually okay. But anyway, bloody, what I'm trying to say is, that right now, and I've had it there for quite a while. I've got a session called ASTROTHERAPY session, and that is sitting at the 144 price, which I know is still a lot of money for some people, but like I said, it's I've kept it at that price because of the 144 thing, but also because it gives people an opportunity. If you just if you've had sessions with me loads before and you just kind of want a bit of a check-in, and you can spend an hour with me, I can see what's going on in your chart, I can pull you some cards or whatever sort of area of life you're wanting a wee bit of insight, healing, channeling about. And so basically it doesn't give you access to everything that I do, but it's, a lot of the stuff that people like that I do. And then the main sessions are, still the 222, because these are the ones that are, they're an hour as well, strictly, but when I'm busy. But to be honest with you, when I've not got loads of people, like, try hours. So yes, it is good value for money, because although it's a lot of money, I put it's the energy that it takes for me to do that wipes me. And basically I've just worked very hard for decades to be good at what I do. So there you go. Empress vibes, right? So, and bear in mind as well, if anybody is feeling led to do the therapy with me, I don't work it out, the way that the packages work out, it's not priced like by the hour, but actually when you break it down, it actually can seem like it is. And these prices might go up for that, because it's more than therapy. It's twin flame therapy that I do, but it's more than that, because it weaves in all the shamanic healing and the coaching and everything that I do, which is, it's very, I'm specialised in everything that I do, do you know what I mean? So but yeah, and if at any point that you do, see, this is all very Virgo, this is all very, like, giving you the details of things, but if you do want to do any of the packages, you can pay them up. Like, it gives you the option if it's through PayPal. So, yeah, bloody blah. Again, you can always email to ask about the technicalities of that, but I just felt guided to say it there. I don't usually, because it's stuff that you can just find out, but, right, so, what have we got here? What intuitive eating message do we need? So, like I said, I can use these cards with therapy clients or just in a session. Reject the diet mentality. Take a history. Have you ever said that a diet or restrictive meal plan worked, for example, because you temporarily, I can never say that word, temporarily. I know that'll be giving you a laugh. Let's just move on. Sometimes I can say it. You've seen me do that in a live. I don't know why the fuck that happens. Again, that means something. That's a vulnerability of mine, right? I'm just putting it out there. I'm all right with it. So, but me not being able to say that word sometimes, and something, it's about, you've got to try and try again. We've all got that somewhere in life. Nobody's perfect, like I said. Now it's 4-5s I've just been led to on the thing. So big change fits with the message. You're never going to know you can do it unless you try. That's the message I'm getting from that. Lost weight or shrunk your body. Think back on your diet and restricting history. What did you try? Were the results ever permanent? What did you say to or believe about yourself afterward? That's kind of interesting, because that actually is very fitting with where I'm at. Right, what else do we need to know here? Discover the satisfaction factor. Set the scene for satisfaction. Your environment is important for eating satisfaction. In addition to choosing comfortable seating and plates that you like, create an intention to reduce distractions. Sit and take a couple of deep breaths until you feel relaxed, calm, and then start eating. Absolutely, very, very true. And it's quite funny, because that is what I'm going to do the rest of my day. Is I've got a whole pile of, it's clean washing, right? But I always do, it's an ADHD thing, but I pile it up in the corner of my kitchen, and it's like a fucking mountain. And it's actually where I have all my kids, see what I mean? Okay. Oh, talk about anti-clip, but it's, yes, they're not my kids. It's when I have the kids stuff for my nieces. But yeah, I'm just feeling really guided to tidy it up. So maybe there's something you need to tidy up in your life. What have we got for a wee prayer Raphael healing card? Acceptance. And that actually fits with what I channeled about. It feels like somebody is finally loving and accepting themselves. And because you're loving and accepting yourself, you're being very, feels like rapidly guided towards a union. Whether you realise it or not, because I kept channeling, I don't even think this person has saw how, like, I feel there's been planning going on, but it feels like it all happens a lot quicker than was planned, basically. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, please help me accept everything is going in the right direction. It seems like it is. And call upon Archangel Raphael for help. Well, that's what we're doing by using the Archangel Raphael card. Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask you for healing with and describe your situation. So again, maybe this is the whole reason why I was guided to do this video. So describe your situation and thank you for divine healing intervention. Like I said, every time I do this, it is like one big giant prayer. So I am praying for whatever it is you need help with out there. And again, I actually feel for, see, that's why I probably said that about, yeah, I'm sorting out a few health stuff right now. So, because look, change physicians. And that card to me is always about when people have been trying to get help from like a doctor or something, or some kind of modality that's not working. And it always is kind of like a wee bit of a sign that, you need to go more alternative, like, to basically to someone like me that does like healing and energy healing, because if you could be, doctors are great, like, again, like, basically where I was today. Actually, maybe I'll just tell you, because it's like that, I'm not anyway, it's so I was getting my bloods done, right, and it's, the nurse was just so magical, basically. And what all I will say is, I was sensing people around me, and like my own loved ones and spirit around me in the spirit world, and like, I didn't click so I'll not say the names or anything, but the nurse said her name, and I did kind of for a split second, I was like, oh, and then like, and then I went down and sat down, and she was doing her thing, and then basically, she then said something that totally gave me a massive sign that it was that I could feel my person in the spirit world around me. I could feel a few. And then I was like, wait a minute, did you say your name was such and such? And she was like, yeah, because she was like, I looked like I'd seen a ghost, and remember I was getting my blood done, so I would go pale anyway because I'm pale as fuck. And I was like, oh my God, and she was loving it. So, it's just really refreshing, isn't it? Because it's like what I said about the dentist, that, you shouldn't assume that because people work in like hospitals or, kind of more sort of left the brain places, that they're not going to be into the more sort of out there stuff like mediumship and that, because actually that woman couldn't get, I mean, she was busy, but she couldn't get enough of it. She was just fucking loving me. I was loving her. I was like, do you know what? It sounds really weird, but it's like, it's, she made like what should have been a bit of a, I don't know, it's not as if it was a bit, anyway, what I'm trying to say is something that shouldn't have been that comfortable. She actually made it rather pleasant, guys. Like, I had a nice morning. So, but yeah, but like I said, I've mentioned that briefly before, that it's, what I can say is my guides have really been Great Spirit, and my guides have really been making me, see what I mean? I'm calling it Great Spirit today rather than God or the Divine or Spirit, because it's like I just used those shamanic cards. It's like, but anyway, but yeah, whatever you call yours, it's really, they've really been making me home in on health stuff, whether it be with myself, like when I'm trying different ways of fasting and all that kind of things, and or just loads of shit to do with it. That basically my whole fucking year has been about health and well-being, and a lot of it has been like a bloody case study for my own. But I've also, the clients that have been guided to me, it's all been health stuff too. So for whoever needs to hear that, I do just feel like I need to pull a money card. And then look at how funny is that when I'm just saying she was loving the mediumship. That's funny. I wasn't even using that deck. But yeah, it's just so funny, isn't it? That it's like, it's amazing how, and again, you can probably imagine it's because how I feel and what I speak out about in the world. I really, go into like a sort of hospital environment like that doesn't, it's not, it doesn't, that's what I wasn't keen about. But it's as if I was never going to put on a face nappy, put it that way. But because it does say the signs were everywhere, and it had it on the letter, but nobody was doing it. So, and anyway, I am that stupid word. I am exempt. We'll just leave it at that anyway. Right. So, yep, look at this. There is something in this right now. It's just all connecting. Right, I'm going to go and get a cup of tea and get my tea, but let's read this. I get my cup of tea and get my tea. That means I'm going to get a cup of tea and I'm going to eat, by the way, for people that are like, what? Why did you say tea twice? You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy. That feels like the coyote trickster energy. Or temporary setbacks, we saw that in the tarot, to interfere with the path that you are on. And it's a spiritual path, it's a twin flame path. Keep the faith and keep going. Love it. And I feel that, again, with the lion there, I feel Leo season, the past month, this person has been really working on their courage and their confidence and moving forward. And attracting, not chasing. Oh, so see the way I've said that? That feels like divine masculine. This feels like divine feminine, because we've got attracting, not chasing. And I didn't even need to say it. I could see from the cards. Which is how I ended I got to the end of the live stream the other night there. So anyway, I just finished watching it this morning, actually. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way. Well, don't we fucking know that in the twin flame journey? But again, it goes for anything and anyone, really. Anything that you're chasing like that, it's, you know what I mean? You've got to focus on yourself and be happy, and whatever it is meant to, whatever and whoever is meant to come into your life will come back when it's meant. Because again, like I always say, why would you want to be with someone that actually doesn't want to be with you? Even if you know they're going to want to be with you at some point in the future, just accept how it is right now. Otherwise you're always going to be like, oh great, this person's just with me because they felt like they were forced into it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, fuck that. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'd be wanting to fucking check anyway. I'm like, do you actually want to be here? Or are you always going to be like wanting to run away? Because that's what I'd be interested in. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Right, guys, the message is done. It's going to be someone's. Again, if it's too private, to let me know. I'm being guided to that. Oh, I did wonder where these cards were. Now, I'm wondering if oh God, I wonder if attachment's going to come out. Or something, one of the dark ones, like deceit or something. I've actually just been led to that as well. Communication is key. Another message card. Another Gemini card. Right, okay, so I'll shuffle them on camera, but these are the ones that I meant, and I'm going to read it from the book. So what is it that someone clearly needs a message from this deck? Oh, wow. Anxiety, impatience. Okay. Right, so I don't think I'll bother reading the patience, right? Because I feel that's just about, it's retrograde energy, about, wow, 1660, the tower. Do you know what I mean? Shit's kicking off today for someone, and they're anxious about it. But I think I did just pull that in reverse, but I might just read both. 18. The woman on this card is filled with anxiety. So again, you could be a woman or a man, whatever you identify as, worrying about something that causes her a great deal of discomfort. Receiving this card upright may indicate that you're experiencing a time of increasing stress, perhaps even a situation that you find yourself brooding about much of the time. However, if you'll notice the scene outside the window, the storm is distant and perhaps even moving away, and there was something about a storm earlier, wasn't it? Oh, and the wording that one of you used earlier was I'm in the eye of the storm. Oh, very interesting. And that's hit the eye of the needle. There's so many synchronicities. Perhaps even a situation that you fit. I just read that bit. Whatever is going on, this card is telling you to release the worry and let yourself relax. Again, I feel it's the worry about that someone's had about coming towards like an intense situation. That's the way I'm going to say it. Brooding and fretting will never solve things, so trust in yourself and relax your process. When you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you're far more likely to receive the solutions that you seek. Now I'm going to read it reversed because it actually did come out that way. Finally, relief. Yeah, that fits with the whole thing, doesn't it? Like, it's like something's going to happen fast out of the blue. Does feel like it's a union. Somebody's leaving behind a karmic situation, which could be anything. Could be a person, could be several people, it could be a job, it could be an addiction, it could be a mindset, fuck knows. This nightmare of a card reversed could mean one of two things. Either a recent problem is on its way out, causing you to feel more relaxed, or you've mastered the old habit of worry and have freed yourself from the anxiety within. Either way, anxiety reversed is a good omen and more relaxed and peaceful times to come. Maintain a trusting attitude and let the difficulties and fear thoughts fade away into the distance. I absolutely love that, right? Because if you are interested in ever working with me, that's what I'm all about, helping people with. And I've just realised something else. 1 and 8 is 9. 9 is September again. And the affirmation is, I let go of fear and worry. I assume the best and live in peace. All is well. That's beautiful because that's Louise Hay and that's the affirmations that I read every day. Am I ever going to get to leave this video? Well, where are they? I'm looking around to see. Where are they? I did use them, not. Maybe we don't need to do that, but I just felt with me. I can never read All Is Well and not be reminded of Louise Hay. Where are the cards? Oh, they're under there. There we go. I knew they must have been nearby for me. And again, I've got hundreds, like literally hundreds of decks of cards, so that I wouldn't have looked for too long. So I don't think you're going to have to look too long for something to find the courage, or I don't know. The thoughts I choose to believe right now are forming my experiences. I now listen to what I say and do not say anything that I do not want to become true for me. If someone's stopping the ego from telling them it's not the right time and all of that, I trust myself and the process of life. There's that process word again. What's on the back? Everything I do is a choice, so I am in control of my reality. Again, yeah, it's not letting the anxious thoughts take a hold. Love it. This is beautiful. And please like, comment, subscribe, share it with your twin flame pals or anybody that's feeling anxious, because this will help them turn it around. See what I've done there? See you later.